Bucky's bunk, it tastes better than the year before. So tell your friends that you're glad that they're around, and good tidings we bring to all the love that we found. You can write it in a song, you can shout it to the world that it's a Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to all. So let the snowballs fly and the good times roll before you create and see the things that mistletoe. And Gran has danced the man right out the door. So he checked his list. Fritz, let's hope to God you put the Irish cream on ice. I heard he's on the roof, kids look at them below. And tell your friends that you're glad that they're around, and good tidings we bring to all the love that we found. You can write it in a song, you can shout it to the world that it's a Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to all.
I apologize for the false start. I hope you can hear me now. It looks like I am going through, but that's the whole thing about life. Sometimes it goes wrong and we can always try again, right? So welcome to the Better Man Show. Hopefully you can hear me now. It looks like it is going through, and I double checked just now there was audio. Just now before I got started, everything was like something was not right, so they asked me to sign in here, sign in there as well. So I'm sorry for the false start, and sorry for the restart, and hopefully things are okay now. If you can hear me, just drop me a comment and let me know. Hi, I'm BK, and if you are friends, obviously that shouldn't surprise you, but if you're not friends, don't be a stranger, just add me up wherever I am appearing on your radar, right? I am trying to live stream to a few places. Welcome to the Better Man Show, a show where I document my journey on becoming a better person, and I test things in life, in business, and in tech so that you do not have to, right? So a bit of a false start. Something was not right just now. I'm not too sure why. I got to figure out later. It looks like it is fine now. Let me just do a very quick double check. So hopefully it is still fine. So yeah, it is fine. It is fine. So Merry Christmas, everyone. I just came back from dinner at a family friend's place. I'm happy that they asked me along. Met a lot of their friends and had a lot of good times, good food with friends just now. Just got back, and this is day number 67. Oops, wrong one. So welcome to day number 67 of a 100-day live stream challenge. Exactly 67 days ago, I started a 100-day live stream challenge, and some of my friends were telling me to my face, "Are you sure you want to do that?" And lo and behold, it's been 67 days, right? It has been 67 days. So in today's show, I'm going to talk about 3 principles of success by the guy who gave us the lightning rod. So Benjamin Franklin, he is the guy that we have credited. He's the guy who invented the lightning rod. Sorry, I know the story of the person who flew a kite during rainy weather with thunderstorm and everything. Not advisable. Okay. He was also one of the, he proved that lightning was actually electricity, and he gave us a lightning bolt. But most people do not know this, that he actually is one of the early pioneers of self-help literature, right? And he had a book called Poor Richard's Almanac, where in between the empty space, he has a lot of very interesting witticism and one-liners, right? So for example, you may have heard of this before. He says something like this. So fish and company start to stink in 3 days. Sometimes when you hang around with your friends for too long, the company starts to stink, right? So fish and company starts to stink in 3 days. And another one that you may have heard before in many, many forms is something called diligence is the mother of good luck, right? So the harder you work at something, it seems like the more lucky you are, right? And sometimes we say words without thinking. We say things like, "Oh, yeah, overnight success." But when you actually listen to people that we call or we credit with being overnight success, and you listen to some of the interviews that maybe were done for them or on them, right? And you actually realize that no, it took several years of hard work. For example, a band that's said to be an overnight success, when you listen to their backstory and you listen to interviews, and you realize that they have been playing in nightclubs, and all these indie bands and indie pubs and so on for many years before they got a big break, right? So this part of some of the sayings that is like it resonates with what Benjamin Franklin says. So we in line with what we've been talking about yesterday, and hopefully you if you want to know about the 15 challenges that you can undertake to have a better 2021, just hit me up and I'm happy to share them with you. Okay, just drop me a PM. I'm happy to share the show notes with you. But today, quick one, 3 principles of success by Benjamin Franklin, right? So the first one is happiness doesn't come from big pieces of success, but from small advantages hammered out day by day, right? Sometimes we kind of think that success must be one huge big accomplishment, but actually more often than not, it is small little steps that builds towards the success that you are going for, right? So taking this live stream as an example, right? I wanted to challenge myself to do a 100-day live stream challenge, and every single day that I am able to do this is hammering out every single day success, right? And eventually you will hit 100 days, and I would have accomplished what I set out to do 100 days ago when it's day 100, right? So the trick here is we must be happy with what we've got in pursuit of what we want, right? So we must be happy with what we got in pursuit of what we want. I think many times we do make the mistake of saying things like, I will be happy when I get that promotion. I'll be happy when I land that contract. I'll be happy when I close that client. I'll be happy when I have more sales team. I'll be happy when I have more money, right? So all these statements kind of suggest that we think that success must be something huge. So for example, like a salesperson, the success could be not about you landing the contract or not about you closing the client, but more of the fact that you track your success by activity rather than success, because the activity will eventually lead to the success, right? And that is one of the biggest challenges for salespeople. So if you track the activity, you will actually make sure you keep going. Just like, again, using this live stream as an example, right? And somewhere around the one-third point, started to realize that I want to have another secondary objective, which is to become a better speaker, right? And to become a better speaker, and then this live stream should help in that direction. Then part of that small steps of success will be every single day practicing what I want to do or practicing what I want to say on the live stream, right? So that is every single step. So I track the activity, I track the days. And like today, this is day 67, for example, right? So, and the thing about happiness is that you will be as happy as you make up your mind to be now, right? You can make up your mind to be happy wherever you are now with whatever you are achieving right now. So 2020 might not have been a very smooth sailing year, but whatever you have achieved for this year, you can be happy with it now, and then take the lessons you learn and then bring it over to 2021, right? So enjoy your journey and take pride in the small accomplishments that we have. So I am very, very proud of myself for having done 67 days, right? I'm very, very happy when I was at a dinner function just 2 nights ago, right? When I asked my friends, am I on day 65 or, and friends could remember which day I was on, right? And I'm extremely proud of the fact that I have friends who are rooting me on to complete this 100-day challenge, right? So it is a small being very happy with all the little steps that I'm taking with regards to this live stream challenge, right? And mentioned many, many times that it has got other fringe benefits at the same time, okay? In fact, just now, a friend also just sent me a message, hey, you're looking good, really happy what you're doing, a good friend of mine who also has been helped me tremendously when I was really down and really out, right? So thank you. A huge shout out to my good friend Chris, okay? So that's principle number 1, right? That happiness doesn't come from big pieces of success, but from small advantages hammered out every single day. So principle number 2 is 3 simple words, that life is plastic. Now, this plastic doesn't mean it's fake. It is plastic means that it is malleable, you can mold it to whatever shape you want, right? So Benjamin Franklin's second principle of success states that we actually have the power to mold how we want our lives to be, right? We can mold ourselves, we can mold our environment, we can make the changes that we want to become the person that we want to be in the days ahead, right? So if we want something that we are not yet at this point in time, we have the absolute power to decide today, now, and say that I'm going to do this. I'm going to go for something in the future, and I'm going to make the decisions to do it, right? So for example, if I want to get good at this live stream, I will tell myself I'm going to do 100 days of this live stream. If I'm going to get good at something else, I'm going to tell myself I'm going to read that book. I'm going to decide to attend the course. I'm going to do all those things that I have absolute power to decide to do, because life is plastic, because life can be molded to what and how we want it to be, as long as we make the decision to do so. So that's Benjamin Franklin's second principle of success, okay? The third one is actually very, very important as we go on towards planning or and defining what we want to achieve for 2021 and beyond, right? So, and that is, success is a pleasure, right? Success is a pleasure. Now, very simply, what he's trying to express here is that if what you are doing right now isn't satisfying to you, then you are really not successful, right? So if you are doing something and you're not happy, then it just means that you're not truly successful in what you are doing, because success is a pleasure, and you need to be happy with wherever you are and whatever you are doing and whatever you're achieving. Now, of course, success is gauged differently, and everybody has a different gauge for success. So, for example, for a student, getting an A on his grade paper, that would be his success. But when he gets that A, he will be very ecstatic, right? For a mother, success could simply be defined as making sure the house is kept clean and tidy and cooked, and then there's a hot piping meal for her children whenever she comes back, and there's laughter in the house, right? That is also her level of success, right? And for a salesperson, it could be that they have decided that I'm going to make 10 sales calls a day, and every single week he collates it and he sees that he has made 10 sales calls. And like I said, when you track the activity, the results will come eventually, right? It's just a law of numbers, right? It will come. So that is how we can know that whatever we are doing, whatever endeavors we are currently engaged in, is actually giving us the success that we want. Now, even if we are making tons of money, but yet it is not satisfying to us, then perhaps that might not be, that in a sense is not a measure of success, because like what Benjamin Franklin says, success is measured by pleasure. You need to be enjoying yourself, right? You need to be happy about what are you doing, so that truly means that you are successful about it. So some guidelines that can help us in this is that we need to think about every single day, what are the things that made today a success, right? Or what made today a good success for you, right? And then if you can jot down each and every day what made today a successful day, or what gave you joy and happiness in what you did today, right? And you can jot it down, then very soon you will see a pattern emerging, right? So for example, if you jot down that you did a certain activity today and that helped you become happy, right? What gave you pleasure and happiness, then it really means that you start to see a pattern of, okay, if I do this often enough, that's going to make me very happy, right? My friend from France, Mijo, I'm so happy she's here today. Thank you, Mijo. Mijo is a very good friend from France. We had I had a good pleasure and a good fortune of having coffee with her back in Singapore. Hopefully we can have that coffee again, that kind of coffee again in another setting when all these things is over and done with, okay? So once you start doing certain things and you see a certain pattern emerging, right? You will know that you're on the road to success, right? And most importantly, enjoy the process. Enjoying the process, right? I can honestly tell you that I am enjoying what I'm doing now with regards to this live stream. Day one was difficult, day two was even more difficult, but now it's becoming a part of something fun. Okay, something fun, and like I said, it has brought about other fringe benefits that perhaps on another episode I will share with you, right? So just a bonus, two more things. I know I'm going to talk about three principles, but just two more things that I really enjoy a lot, which is by William James. William James, he has a principle of pragmatism, which is kind of resonates with me because I'm actually quite a pragmatic person sometimes, or most times actually. And he defines success for us. So maybe this will help you as well. William James defines a pragmatic way of definition for success is an inner ideal which is followed persistently with courage. It's an inner ideal which is followed persistently with courage, right? So in essence, it is about having a clear goal and the reserve to push yourself to achieve it. So these few days, as we head towards the end of 2020 and we are in this mood of, we're heading towards resolution season, we're heading towards the review season, review the whole year and all those things, right? That is one of the key factors of success, which is the fact that you can set a goal for yourself and muster up all the energy, resources, tenacity, persistence that you can have to achieve it for whatever time frame you set yourself to have, right? So it's an inner ideal which is followed persistently with courage, right? Now, the second part of the definition is that then it is correlated with an outer achievement related to the ideal, right? Correlated to is an outer achievement related to the ideal. So the essence of it is that you define a goal that you want to do for, say, 2021, and you muster up all your reserves to do it until you hit that goal. And if you can do that and you can enjoy the process, then you'll be a truly successful 2021, right? So my apologies for the early false start. I'm not too sure what went wrong, but hey, that's the whole fun part about a live stream, right? Sometimes some things can go wrong, and we talked about this a little bit. The audience is a lot more forgiving, and also the fact that you don't have to expect that your audience is going to be live with you the whole time. So we talked about this in the aspect of content. You don't have to have fresh content every single day because nobody is going to sit through with you all the time for every single episode. People have their own obligations and so on. So it is also okay to rehash some of the things that you talk about, right? So thank you for joining me today. I need to rewatch this and find out what's going on today. Hopefully, I think it was just a connection with the other service that I'm doing, because it actually locked me out just now and I had to log back in again, right? So Mijo, I am definitely going to have coffee with you, hopefully very soon. So thank you for joining me for day number 67. I will see you tomorrow for day number 68. We are fast approaching the big 70, right? And then I have some exciting news to announce as we get closer to day 100. So I'll see you tomorrow, and enjoy the Christmas song. Merry Christmas, everyone. Enjoy the Christmas song. And I A friend was saying yesterday that the song says there's no snow, so I made some snow for you.
I've been waiting all year long for something special. I was hoping you'd fly south with the birds. There's no snow this year, but hey, that's nothing new. What feels different now is I'm spending it with you. No matter what, every year feels the same. But you brought back that feeling that melted away. Something's been missing, but this year it changed. And now Christmas doesn't feel so far away. Years before this, I would drive however far, just to look at lights and feel anything at all. I can't find the cold, but every year that's true. It just got warmer now that I'm sitting here with you. And no matter what, every year feels the same. But you brought back that feeling that melted away. Something's been missing, but And now Christmas doesn't feel so far away. This December it